Greetings to everyone. Welcome to Tachometry tutorial 2 that was done on Friday, the 28th of August. I was actually supposed to continue, but then I'll start all over again so that I can just explain a few things. As you can see here, the equations that you're supposed to use, of which some of them you used for tachometry on your first semester. As you've seen actually on your first tutorial, that you were looking for coordinates and unknown elevations. You still use the same equations like the ones for tachometry. You remember when you have to find an unknown elevation, you need to have a known elevation, and then obviously you have an instrument height. That's where you have your instrument being set up at a station, and you have your target height, and you have your vertical distance that you'll actually calculate. Remember that when you get your unknown elevation, you need to have your known elevation, so you have to add your instrument height and always subtract your target height, and also add your vertical distance, and make sure you never omit the sign. And if it's negative, you should include it. You should actually include it with the negative sign. If it's positive, include it with the positive sign. And as you can see, you have your horizontal distance and your vertical distance. That means you have to have your slope angle in this case to calculate your HD and your VD. And then for you to calculate the change in Y and your change in X, you need to have your HD, which you will have calculated using your slope distance in this case. As you can see, you have your change in Y and your change in X, of course, and you need to have your reduced bearing. So these are actually the equations that you should be familiar with for traverse.